Hey guys, this is Feeding Frenzy 91, and I'm talking about the Steam Deck. Now, for those who don't know what Steam Deck is, it's Valve's new portable console. It's basically just Steam on the go. That's basically the best way to describe it, I think. So it seems like you're just going to be able to have your whole Steam library with you on the go. Okay, but the question is this a competition for the Switch? And there was actually a Kotaku article on this, and the title is, the Steam Deck isn't competing with the Nintendo Switch, right? Now, do I agree with that? Well, mostly, not fully. Let me explain. When it comes to Nintendo Switch, it's more than just portability. Like, you have Nintendo exclusives. Like, there are certain games that are probably not going to be on the Steam Deck because Valve, it's just going to basically be whatever is available on Steam, most likely, right? So there may be some people who are like, well, I'm not interested in that because I'm playing, like, the Animal Crossings and the Legend of Zeldas and Super Smash Ultimate and stuff like that. So I don't think it's going to take away from people who are playing actual Nintendo games because they won't be able to play those on the Steam Deck. Also, the Nintendo Switch, I really don't think it's going to be around much longer. Like, if the Steam Deck came out 2 years ago, I may be saying, yeah, that may be more of a competition for the Switch. But I really think that the Switch only has about 2 years left at most. So I don't think that having a Steam Deck come out right now is going to do much. Even if it was a proper competition for the Switch, I don't think it would do much since I think the Switch is more toward the end of its life. And additionally, the Steam Deck is actually a higher price. The Steam Deck, the cheapest version of Steam Deck, there are different versions, but I won't go into that in this video, is around $399. Yeah. So all those factors in, I don't think it's a proper competition for the Switch, but I think it is a slight competition. Now, what I mean by that is, I really do think that there are people who own the Nintendo Switch maybe just to play games on the go. What I mean by that is they don't really care about the Nintendo exclusives and stuff like that. They may have bought the Nintendo Switch because maybe their lifestyle is that they don't get to play too often at home. Maybe they have like a long commute or stuff like that where being able to play their games on the go just makes sense for their lifestyle. So maybe those type of people who don't really care about exclusives, like let's say they just bought the game for like to play a bunch of indie games on the go, maybe like, wait a minute, I already have Steam on my computer at home. I already have a large library. Why don't I just sell this Switch, or those who didn't have it yet, why don't I just not get a Switch and get a Steam Deck so I could just play all the games I already have on my library? I mean, and it would make sense because let's just say you're someone who was considering buying a Switch, right? And you are like, wait a minute, I have so many games on my Steam library. If I buy this Steam Deck, yes, it's $100 more than the Switch, but I could have my whole Steam library on that thing. So I wouldn't have to buy a bunch of new games for the Switch because I already own those games on Steam. I'd just be buying the console. So I do think it's a slight competition. I do think some people who may have been contemplating about buying a Switch instead are going to buy the Steam Deck, but I don't think it's going to affect the Nintendo Switch that much. All in all, though, it's cool that Valve went this route. I think it makes sense. Anyway, what do you guys think about the Steam Deck? Do you think it's proper competition for the Switch? Do you think it's actually not competition for the Switch? Or do you think more along the lines of me, where it's mostly not competition, but it slightly is? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. May God bless you all.